Who's
Okay, do I
recording?
just go?
Yep, sure. You could go ahead.
Okay. How you doing, Caroline?
Pretty good, and you?
I'm chilling. Tell me about this fight. What's the most important thing about this fight to you?
It's a unification fight, so I'm fighting against a world champion. She's undefeated. She's fearless, aggressive. She has a lot of heart. She's gonna try to seize this opportunity. So I'm expecting a very great fight, plenty of action, um, and I'll be ready for any type of situation, whether it's going forward and pose my rhythm, whether it's try to counter her and move around and come back and move more like tactically. I will be ready for any type of situation in this fight.
Thoughts on 2 minute rounds versus 3 minute rounds in women's boxing?
Well, I will say I prefer 2 minute rounds because it's not the same pace. It's people want to see action. People wants to see two women fight, and with 3 minutes, we can take more our time. We can like um, be a little smarter and try to to have a different strategy, but. We've seen before in 3 minutes round fights. Um, it's there's no like more knockouts. It's for me it's boring. It's too long and there's not the same action and it's not the same pace than in a 2 minutes fight. So I think it's better for women to keep fighting 2 minute fights.
WBC agrees with you too, and you hold that belt.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ever going to get a chance with Alycia Baumgardner?
Uh, we never know, but right now I have other fish to fry. I have a big task in front of me in Bernice Ferreira. She's a world champion too. And, it's a unification fight. Once this fight is done, if Alicia is ever interested, she can knock on my promoter's door and we can make this fight happen.
You train with Samuel Decarie, right?
Yes.
How has that relationship evolved over time and including winning the world title? Tell me some insights about the training camps and such.
Samuel Decarie is a very good coach. From the start, I felt like we clicked right away, and he he brought out exactly what I needed. I needed to refine my pro style. To just have more power in my shots, to sit down more with my punches. Um, to use better my defense, and that's exactly what I'm is helping me with, and is perfect also in the corner. Is exactly the type of personality I need with me. Is staying calm, is expressing himself clearly and telling me exactly what I need to listen, the advice that I need. It sees everything, and he said just little information that's enough for me to go to the next round. So um, you know, we had now maybe 4 fights together, and every time, every fight, it's a little more pressure and and a different objective, but is always helping me in my fights, and um, our relationship is always getting better.
How has the evolution been from going from amateur boxing to pro boxing, considering you were an elite amateur boxer and you kind of turned pro late? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I would say it was pretty hard to transition because I was amateur for 15 years, and uh, it was really hard for me to change my style. My boxing style was really um, being on my feet, using a lot of steps in, step outs, and I had to really break that and transition to a pro style. And it was hard in the beginning, so that's why I changed coaches too. And I finally managed to do it, and it took me some time.
Do you remember any moment that was like an aha moment where you're like, I got this pro style now?
Yes, exactly. That's when I started to train with Samuel. Exactly when I started to train with him. The first fight, I would say we were only we worked 2 months together, and I already seen some changes. But I would say the second fight we did together with Carmen Vargas, that's when I felt like, okay, I got power in my punches now. I I feel more like a pro. I move way different than before.
Guess my question to follow up on that, was it the sitting on the punches as a pro fighter? Was that the thing that was uncomfortable? Like that you were so used to moving and lighting people up? Was the sitting down on a shot weird?
No, it was more like everything I was using as an amateur that was helping me to win. I couldn't use that anymore in my fights, and I was relying on it because that's why I was winning before. But I could not like um, it changed, and then right away get out of the action. I have, as a pro boxer, I have to take advantage at this moment, and I feel like I do more damage too with my punches now. So it's a different sport. It's a different game.
Yeah, I always say that amateur boxing and pro boxing might be as different
Yeah.
as it's ever been right now.
Hmm. Yes, it is.
Okay, and then finally, you don't have to talk to me all day. I'll get up out of here in a second. The Pursoon fight was weird, right? How tell me from a fighter's perspective. She's talking to the referee. She's getting mad. There's a lot of points getting deducted. From your mindset, what was occurring in that fight? Kind of give me your thoughts.
Well, I felt like I was doing very well um, in the first rounds of the fight, and then I saw that she was trying to break my momentum, and I knew that I had to stay mentally sharp. I knew that she was trying to make me out of my comfort zone, and I had to stay composed, even though she was hitting me in the back of the head. Um, Pushing me down. It was a very big challenge for me because that was the first time I was facing that, and it was my first world title too, my world title fight. So I'm just very proud that I stayed focused on what I could control and what could help me in that fight, and that I stay focused on staying present and staying stick to the strategy too.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that it was impressive that she's so physical and that you were able to do what you do. How
Mhm.
important is it for you to defend the title? There's that the adage that you're not a champion until you defend the belt. Do you want to defend the belt to feel like a champion?
Um, I feel like I don't put myself this type of pressure. I mean, a fight is a fight, and there's always a pressure anyway when you get into the fight. So uh, you know that's something I learned to accept and perform with. And I don't think about those things. What I'm thinking about is what I'm gonna do on fight night to make sure I come out with the victory. And of course, there's like two belts on the line, and it's even more like motivating for me. But uh, that's not something I'm focusing on when I'm in the ring. I'm in my zone. I'm just focusing on what I can do against Bernice Ferreira.
What's the significance of those gloves behind you?
Those ones?
Yeah.
It's a gift from a rival after the Olympics. For my participation at the Olympics, they gave me those gloves.
How much? It's
They
obviously meaningful because it's on your wall. So
they actually have the Canada flag on it and my name, and it's custom. It's pretty nice.
okay, I just want to know that. Okay, well, have a great rest to these interviews, Bella. Thank you for
Thank you.
setting this up, and yeah, take care.
Thank you. You too. Take care.